structures. So let's started. We deal with data all the time, and how we store, organize, and group our data together matters. Let's pick up some examples from our day to day life where organizing data in a particular structure helps us. For example, consider a dictionary. We are able to search a word quickly and efficiently in a dictionary because the words in the dictionary are sorted. What if the words in the dictionary were not sorted? It would be impractical and impossible to search for a word among millions of words. So, dictionary has to be organized as a sorted list of words. Let's pick up another example. To store marks obtained by all the students in my class in all subjects, it makes most sense to organize and store the data in the form of a table. If we maintain like this, it would be very easy to aggregate data and extract information. So, different kinds of structures are needed to organize different kinds of data. So, the formal definition of data structure is a data structure is a special way of organizing and storing data in a computer so that it can be used efficiently. Coming to the types of data structures, there are two types of data structures: linear and non-linear data structures. Data structures where data elements are arranged sequentially or linearly are called linear data structures. Examples are arrays, stacks, queues, and linked lists. Data structures where the data elements are not arranged sequentially or linearly are called nonlinear data structures. Examples are trees and graphs. Now we are going to learn about the stack data structure. One of the real life application of stack is stack of books as shown. If I want to place a new book, where can I place? The easy way is to place the new book at the top of the pink book that is on the top of the stack. Stack is a linear data structure. What do you mean by linear data structure? In linear data structure, all the elements are arranged in sequential manner. As you can see, a stack of cups here. One end of the stack is called top, other end of the stack is called bottom. As you see a stack of cups here, if you want to add a new cup F to the stack, we add it on the top of the stack that is above cup E. To delete, we can easily remove a cup from the top of the stack. So additions and deletions are done from top end only. From the figure, the cup that we have added last, that is cup F, was the one that was removed first. Hence, stack is a last in, first out data structure. Let us now talk about a problem that can be solved using stacks. Given image a 6 cross 6 matrix, a rat has to find a path from start to destination. Rat can move in any of the direction left, right, up and down. We are going to use L for left, R for right, U for up, D for down. Also, rat cannot move diagonally. There are few cells which are blocked, means rat cannot enter into those cells. 0 means that cell is blocked and 1 means rat can move to that cell. So a rat is sitting at start position and rat wants to go to the destination that is at the bottom corner of this matrix. So let's start. Here the rat moves 3 times to the right. So we insert 3 R's into the stack. Now the rat cannot move further. So it moves back. As the rat has moved back, we will remove 1 R from the top of the stack. Minus 1 is placed in the cell that was already visited to avoid revisit. Even now, the rat cannot move up or down. So, rat again has to move one cell backward and so 1 R is removed from the top of the stack. We place minus 1 in that cell. Now, the rat can move down and we insert D into the stack. Continuing in this way, we can solve this problem and the final path taken by the rat to reach destination is R, D, D, R, D, D, R, 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 D, D, which are the contents of the stack. Another real world application where the stack is used is back and forward buttons of the web browser. Each time a user moves to a new web page, the current web page is stored on a stack. Pressing the back button causes the topmost element of this stack to be popped and the array associated with this web page is displayed. Operations, basic operations that can be performed on stack or push operation that allows you to insert an element at the top of the stack. Pop operation that allows you to remove an element from the top of the stack. Peek operation allows you to print topmost element on the stack. Display operation allows you to print all the elements of the stack on monitor. Stack can be implemented using arrays or linked list. Here in this video, I will explain using arrays. Here I will explain about stack data structure with an example. Consider a stack of size 5 as shown. Let top be the variable that stores index of the topmost element in stack. Initially, when the stack is empty, top is initialized to -1. Init- now we will perform a push operation, that is we will insert 10 into the stack. As we insert new element at index given by the top which is -1 will now become 0. Top has given an index 0, so we will be inserting 10 at index 0. This is done by writing the statement stack area of 0 is equal to 10. Now to push 20, we will increment top to 1 and we will insert 20 at index 1 by writing the statement stack area of 1 is equal to 20. Now to push 30, we will increment top to 2 and we will insert 30 at index 2 by writing the statement stack area of 2 is equal to 30. To pop or delete an element from the stack, the only element we can delete is topmost element. So after one pop operation, top which was 2 will now become 1, indicating that now 20 is the topmost element. Here we are only restricting access but not exactly removing element 30 from the memory. Now to insert 40, top which was 1 will now become 2 and we insert 40 at index 2 by writing the statement stack area of 2 is equal to 40. To insert 5, now we will increment top to 3 and we will insert -5 at index 3 by writing the statement stack area of 3 is equal to -5. Similarly for 120, 120 will be inserted at index 4. Now to insert 50, there is no place in the stack and the stack is full or stack has overflown. Let us summarize what we have learned so far. When top is equal to -1, then stack is empty. When top is equal to size -1, then stack is full. Before inserting any element into the stack, we need to check if the stack is full or not. Before deleting an element, we have to check whether the stack is empty or not. Now we will write an algorithm for push operation. Before inserting an element, we have to check whether if stack is full. If stack is full, we cannot insert a new element. So the first step will be if top is equal to size -1, then print stack is full and exit. If stack is not full, we can increment top as shown in step 2. And we can insert the new number at index given by the top by writing the statement stack area of top is equal to num as shown in step 3. So that would be our algorithm for push operation. Let us now write an algorithm for pop operation. Before deleting an element from stack, we have to ensure the stack is not empty. If stack is empty, there will be no element to delete. So first step would be if top is equal to -1, then print stack is empty and exit. If stack is not empty, then we store the topmost element in a variable called val as shown in step 2. And then we update top by writing top is equal to top minus 1. So that would be our algorithm for pop operation. Thank you.